Jai Shri Mataji. Let's all collectively offer our pranam and raise our Kundalini and put ourselves in her bandhan. With folded hands and our heads bowed down, let's invoke Sri Ganesha and humbly request him to be always in an awakened state within us and guide us and nourish us. Sri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Ganeshai Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Sri Mataji Sri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. By your grace, kindly bestow on us the joy of Brahmanand. Sri Vinayak, Sri Vigneshwara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Sri Vinayak Sri Vigneshwarai Sakshat Sri Adi Shakti Sri Mataji Sri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Verily you're the one who removes all obstacles to our ascent. And by your grace, we experience and know that the joy, the majesty, the dignity of our own spirit. Kindly bless us. Sri Ganesha, verily, you're the one who gives us that understanding of our devotion, our dedication, and our surrender to Sri Mataji. You're the one who gives us wisdom. You're the one who makes us aware of all the divine knowledge within. You're the one who opens the key to all the divine scriptures within us. We humbly request you to awaken and bless us. Shri Skandaraja, Shri Kartikeya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Skandarajai Shri Kartikeya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. For Sri Ganesha, you're the one who makes us fearless in the full knowledge that we are protected and one with Sri Adi Shakti. You're the one who bestows upon us the divine nectar from the feet of Srimadji. Shri Nirbhay. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirbhay Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one in your absolute surrender to Shri Mataji, incarnated on this earth as Lord Jesus Christ, and opened the doors of our Get Chakra for our emancipation. For that, we are eternally grateful to you and thank you again and again. Shri Swayam Prakashai, Jesus, Mary Mataji. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Swayam Prakashai, Jesus, Mary Mataji, Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti, Shri Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devai, Namo Namaha. Shri Ganesha, kindly allow your blessings to manifest on all our chakras, all our channels, and kindly transform us. At the Sahasrar, we humbly request Srimadji to kindly take us into meditation. We'll offer the three Mahamantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Shri Maha Saraswati Shri Maha Kali Trigunatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalaki Sakshat Shri Sahasrara Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Putting Srimati's feet, her holy feet, in our hearts, in our attention, in our Sahasrara. We humbly bow down to her. And just take a couple of minutes to just feel your own peace, your own balance, your own oneness with her. Jai Shri Mataji.
मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कार चित्तानि नाहम् मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कार चित्तानि नाहम् मनोबुद्ध्यहङ्कार चित्तानि नाहम् न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमिर्न तेजो न वायुः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् न च प्राणसन्त्यो न वै पञ्चवायुः न च प्राणसन्त्यो न वै पञ्चवायुः न वा सप्तधातुर्वा पञ्चकोशः न वाक्पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायुः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् न शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखम् न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञः अहं भोजनं नैव भोजं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् न मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेदः न मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेदः पिता नैव मे नैव माता न जन्मः न बन्धो न मित्रं गुरुनैव शिष्यः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकाररूपो विभूत्वाच्च सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणाम् सदा मे समत्वं न मुक्ति न बन्धः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम्
पहिल्यांदा मी इंग्लिश भाषेत बोलेन, त्याच्यानंतर मराठी. वेलकम टू ऑल ऑफ यू. This great country is also passing through a crisis. Nowadays I feel there are so many things that are happening which we could never dream before. And at this time you all have arrived bringing peace and joy to all of them. So I thank you for that. The strife and the strain which is on human beings is perhaps because they are not yet worthy of God's blessings. Still, as God has created them, He tries to do His utmost to see that human beings are kept comfortably all right on this Mother Earth. He creates all kinds of beautiful things, as you see, and the whole cosmos is in unison and working out something very great today. This new revolution that has started very, very silently today is taking its shape and is providing a new future for all of us. You see those big, big trees that are on top of your head. And as long as you are sitting here, no fruit will fall upon you. It's not because I'm here, but because this Mother Earth knows that there are such great saints sitting here, and she's not going to disturb. This place was called as Srigav, I was told, means the village of the goddess. And this fruit is called as Sriphal, meaning the fruit of the goddess. But actually, if you see, a coconut is something like our Sahasrara, and is very auspicious because it can absorb lot of vibrations, as if it has got its realization. As you people can absorb my vibrations, this fruit can absorb also my vibrations in the greatest amount. So we are here today in a very big way to advertise the coming of the new age, the coming of the golden era people have talked of. Here we are to say what is reality, what is truth, what is joy. Here we are to manifest that and also to create a commotion or a movement in the cosmos so that this new awareness is established in the cosmos, which will enlighten this country and the people of this country. Also, you will pick up the threads of this movement within yourself, which is a very subtle movement going on. At this moment, we are in a strife of an intellectual who tried to describe Sri Rama and Sri Krishna in a slurring manner. And this is the time I want to bring your attention that if these intellectuals try to use their intelligence to bring down all the ideals which enlighten our path, which gives us the guideline and an aspiration, then our life becomes absolutely mundane, useless, joyless. It's very easy to condemn an ideal life, but to attain that life is very difficult. And some people, because they cannot attain it, try to condemn it so that they feel that they are no way less than those great lives. All these ideals are created, these images are created everywhere in the world by the divine power. And people look at them and think that these great lives are beautiful, though they have suffered a lot. But there's so much of deeper understanding, a deeper balancing, and a deeper love. These ideas are very important for human societies, otherwise they will be absolutely living relatively and they will have no absolute measure to find out what is right and what is wrong. In Sahaja Yoga, we are here, first of all, to get connected with God Almighty, with His power, the all-pervading power of Chaitanya. By that, we become our own master, in the sense that we get our own guidelines. If some Sahaja Yogi has not achieved that much, then it is a serious thing. At least a Sahaja Yogi should be able to see, at the minimum of minimum, what is wrong with that person. To cleanse yourself and to put yourself right is, of course, a very important duty of every Sahaja Yogi. But these things are not to be taken as condemnation of yourself by any chance. And you should not be identified with those problems that you have, but try to face them and cure. Many a times I have heard Sahaja Yogis saying that Indians are very simple people, they are not complicated, mother. So, they can achieve their ascent much faster. But it's not that. It is creditable for all of you, very much. That despite all the complications and all kinds of brainwashing and all kinds of book reading and all kinds of so-called seeking and all that nonsense one has gone through, you have come out of it. You have washed yourself completely. And today you are there, united together to face all that is absurd, all that is false, all that is wrong. It has to be a very formidable army for us. Because if you see around, even in this country you call it not complicated, there are many who are all the time to complicate others and to destroy all their ideas, destroy all their visions and what? Brainwash them. So you have to be very alert yourself, and you have to be very conscious that it is you who is going to build up this great image of ideal people. Not one ideal life, but ideal people in all collectiveness. Now on your way to our tour, you are now on the threshold of entering into a new dimension, which is a subtler dimension, and this subtler dimension is within ourselves. And there lies your own being as your spirit. It sees you as separate. Yourself is separate from yourself. All misidentifications have to be dropped out. All kinds of misidentifications. I was reading one of the marriages list and all that. Somebody says that they will marry Indians, some say will not marry Indians, some say will not change the country, some say will change the country. Even after Sahaja Yoga for so many years, if we stick on to one country as our own, then I must say we have to give up those limitations. The time has come. Of course, you have the choice. Nobody is going to force you to do anything. But it also expresses your personality. That you still are lingering on to these small limitations. As I have told you many times, God created only one word. Of course, He created varieties just to create beauty. But how blind we are that we think we are different people. We are of different countries, of different races, of different castes, communities, cities, then little roads, then houses. I would say we become from human beings to rats and rats to worms, and then I don't know what is the situation later. Let's open our heart. Let's become great. We have to be like lions, not to be small and creepy people like worms. We have many worms everywhere in the world. We are specially chosen people to be something great. So open your heart. That's the main problem. This ego covers the heart and makes you feel that now I am an Indian, I am a Christian, I am this thing, I am that. Now if I say to someone you are not to go to temple, then I must be a very cruel person to say that, not to go to a temple. But they go to a temple and come back with such a big entity on their heads. Then they go to churches. The other day I had a very bad experience of a lady who went to a church in France. And she has become something like a minister, maybe something like a pope. I mean, something very funny, nothing normal. I could discover it. When I asked, she said, I went to a church. Why? Because they arranged a marriage there. Why? Oh, they wanted to have a big social event, so they wanted to have a marriage. But you could just have a registered marriage, finish it off. Why do you want to go to a church where all dead bodies are buried? To get back some of them on your heads. So we have to be prepared to give up all these shackles of nonsense from our heads. All kinds of things there are. So much of conditioning. Come down even to the color scheme. Then it's all conditioned. This is too much. Not good. All funny ideas and anything funny and nonsensical that comes up, such funny brains picks it up. The other day, I was telling a lady about her food, that a new idea has come that you should not eat any salt and sugar. I mean, just imagine. Salt is so important for our breathing. You ask any doctor, I mean, I don't know what's happening to the doctors also. And sugar is so important for our combustion. But anybody says anything, you people just jump at it and you people just try to be impressed by all these ideas. And start torturing yourself. Last but not the least, I feel now, I've seen the program on Gnostic. Gnostic, G-N-O. And I was thinking, it comes from where? G-N-O. In the Sanskrit language, Gnya. Gnya we call it. We call it Gnya or Gnya. Anyway, that means to know. Gnostics means the one who knew. When St. Thomas came to India, he came via Egypt, and he wrote all about it, what is to know. And he said it's a personal experience of everyone. Just he described all Sahaja Yoga there. And also he said, why should God make you suffer? He is the most loving and affectionate Father, blasting all ideas of Christianity. Also so many Hindus believe like that, Muslims believe like that you must suffer. So now somehow or other the exposure of the truth is also coming back. And also there is a kind of a turmoil going on. A kind, I would say, a tremendous dynamic effects are seen on human mind today, that it starts thinking, what is this? And you are the answer. You are the one who is going to convince them. And somebody was saying that, Mother, why not we make every year as a great year of propagation of Sahaja Yoga, propaganda of Sahaja Yoga, prachar kar. I said, all right, you want to make a year by that, if something happens, let us have. But like our 5-year plan in India, I don't want to do all the documentation and write files and files and files, nothing comes out. But today if you decide that we are the ones who have to manifest this greatness on this earth, we are the one who have to do all this. How can we be weak people? How can we be possessed people? How can we be fussy people? How can we be the people who are not saints? We have to come out of our all pettiness, all our conditionings, and of all the things of our ego. But not through fighting, through meditation, through witness state. You have to be the witness. Now you are traveling. When you are traveling, normally the witness state is how to criticize something. They'll never see the good points, but they'll say, oh, look at that, this color should not have been used, that's not good, that's not good. What is good is to be seen. What is good in you, how much good you can have, and what is good in other people. This time I'm telling you that on your way, on your tour, I hope you will all enjoy it very much more and you feel the manifestation of your spirit all around you, within you and in other people. May God bless you. आता सगळ्यांना मी हे सांगत होते
प्रभु माझा मला जेव्हा बसे घेऊन एकांती किती वर्णू मला तेव्हा घडेची हो सुख प्राप्ती प्रभु माझा मला जेव्हा बसे घेऊन एकांती किती वर्णू
त्याच्या माशा हाकायची माशा बसतात कपडा घाला त्याच्या Puja has to start at the time when it has to start. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting. Then I realized that today is a very good time according to the calendar, but it is not in the morning. So it had to be the third day of the moon. And as the moon is changing its phases in the daytime, we had to wait till it started. I think all these things have happened, of the theft and everything has happened, perhaps to delay the puja up to the point where it should start. So in Sajaga we all go beyond time. And we don't have to worry about the timing. Only when it's a formal function or something, because the people are formal, they don't understand our styles. So we have to be present there at right time. Otherwise, we should just allow the time to take its own course and we should move in our own way. Now for our travel and this tour, we have to realize that we are here to achieve a certain amount of height in our detachment. We have to rise into the realm of our state. While the circumstances around us, they are surrounding us, and they should not make us unhappy or biased, or we should not react to them. On the contrary, we should try to rise above that. If there are no events of mishaps, then you cannot see the surmounting quality of the divine. If the surmounting quality of the divine has to be seen, we have to see the obstructions. For example, if there is the flow of the water going on and it is smoothly moving, there is no happening, as we call the ghatana. There is no happening. But if there is a stone, then the water splashes against it, creates a beauty and surpasses it. This is the sign of divine surmounting all the difficulties that are supposed to be there. Now we are proceeding to Pune, and where we will be having a proper session also for marriages and all that. We'll have to take a firm decision. I must speak about it today, that the steadiness of the mind is very important for the marriages. If you have certain concepts, and if you are whimsical, it's better you don't get married, because that's not found in Indian character. Once they decide for marriage, they are married forever. But if the mind is still wavering, going up and down, it's a trick of the mind that wants to play tricks with others and enjoys it. It's a sign of ego. Absolutely a sign of ego. And then you start playing games. You enjoy it. Yes, no, yes, no. You go on enjoying those games. And later on you play into it so much that your marriages can never be happy or successful. That means you are not yet matured for marriage. For marriage you have to be matured. But one of the reasons for this I find in the West is that you have had no training at all. Parents have never told you how to behave towards your husband, towards your wife, how to make a marriage successful, that it's a very important event, and that we should try to establish ourselves in the marriage system. Instead of that, we use it as a nice trick playing ground. We miss the point. Who is the loser? If you go on playing tricks like this and playing with your ego, whatever you may do, whatever type of marriages you'll have, you can never be happy. Now in the West, as you know, I lead another life also. And every person I've met, every person, whatever country they may come, nobody seems to be happy in their marriage. It's very surprising. It seems Every wife finds something wrong with the husband finds something wrong with the wife. And they have funny, miserable faces. They don't look like married people, but as if like criminals. Or something has really gone wrong with them. There's no smile on their face. They look horrid because they have missed the point. Marriage is to be enjoyed, is for your enjoyment. Supposing one gives you Amrut as they call it, and then you start playing trick with it. Who is the loser? So must know that we have to achieve that maturity and enjoy that love. Basically, if something is very wrong, or if there's no possibility of a proper marriage, in Sahaja Yoga we have arrangement to give it up. You can change your wife, change your husband, no problem. But there must be some reason behind it. Just for fun's sake, if you want to spoil your life, I'll try my level best to tell you that don't spoil your life and of the other person. But people enjoy sometimes spoiling somebody's lives when it comes to the ego part. They themselves cannot enjoy dog in the manger policy. Dog in the manger cannot eat the grass, but barks at any bull that comes to eat it. It's like this. Neither they will enjoy, nor they will allow others to enjoy. And when such stupid couples are there, I have such a headache all the time, reconciling them, talking to them, asking them. I mean, it becomes a marriage bureau for me. And sometimes I reach such a conclusion, no more marriages in Sahaja Yoga. Had enough of it. Actually, what have I to gain out of it? This is nobody who tries to understand. What I am trying is to make you happy, to get you good husbands and good wives. That you should have good relationships, you should have great people on this earth to be born, that we should have a society which is beyond all these nonsensical societies, which is so great that we can create a homogeneous family among ourselves of purity and of holiness. Instead of that, for petty nonsensical things, if there's a fight going on, one gets really fed up. Of course, one has to try. But if you are bent upon cutting your noses, how can I go on clipping them back? It's an eternal problem. If you marry, say, 75 people, you have the enjoyment of it. Now, if it's a ocean of Indian Ocean, say for example, but then you get the Pacific Ocean back on your head with all the cries and weeping and shouting and screaming and all sorts of nonsense that's going on. So I again say that now we are going to Pune, where all the marriages are going to be confirmed. If you go on like this, there's no end to it. Also, those people who come for marriages and deny twice, third time I don't ask them, because it's a joke going on there. You do not know how many nights I have spent selecting people. As it is, you are from 25, 30 countries. Yesterday you saw that. You have different conditionings, different styles, different everything. Heights different, ages different, faces different, aptitudes different. So combine all these things, so very difficult. Sometimes I think if you are overeducated, then better to give you a simple woman so that your little pressure is reduced. You can share with her. But if you have equally educated people, then both the heads may be so I have to think of many things and of vibrations. But somehow or other you can defy and you try to defy it. All right, doesn't matter. But who is the loser is the point. Today I had to speak to you about this because in Sahaj we have to take the way it comes as it comes. Whatever comes in our way, we should take it. We should not sort of say, I've fallen in love. There's nobody falls in love, it rises in love in Sahaj. That is some funny idea, that one must fall in love. Because, you see, that means you must do something sinful or something absurd. So many people have told me, Mother, I have not fallen in love with her. How can you fall in love? You fall into some ditch, or you may fall into some river or something like that. I didn't understand, how do you fall in love? It's a solid stuff. So this absurd idea of falling in love has to be given up. If it means that you have felt the love, or if it means that you have the sensitivity of feeling the love, or something, I can understand, little explanatory. But this falling in love business has been going on and on and on. Now, I would request you that in Sahaja Yoga we cancel this terminology. So, problems of marriages should not arise in Sahaja. You got chance for 1 month to decide for yourself and to find out for yourself. Little bit adjustments and understanding can create such a beautiful world for you. It's just waiting there, but suddenly you decide on some spot, suddenly you're all right, I find. At the spur of the moment I find, suddenly, no. I say, what's this? The horse was going all right. Suddenly what has happened? It has turned round. One can understand a horse, but I can't understand human beings. So this whimsical behavior suddenly can be very injurious to the growth of Sahaja. Whenever I go to England, there's a list of people from all over the country. This marriage has gone rotten, that has gone rotten, that has gone rotten. While I'm boasting to everyone that Sahaja Yoga marriages never fail. I know it's not true. But whatever I say is a mantra, ultimately it becomes the truth. So time will come when no marriages will fail. But you have to join hands with me and cooperate and should understand how much I have worked hard to bring about these events. And marriages should not make you happy or unhappy, because to marry is not the ultimate in life. But it happens, after marriage people get lost. They don't come to Sahaja Yoga. After that we are enjoying our honeymoon for the last 3 years. Oh, wonderful Sahaja Yogis who are leaders suddenly get lost. That also may be a fall in love, maybe, I don't know. But this kind of nonsense, even if it is 1 or 2, it's such a headache. And I really don't know how to solve these problems, because I think there's no problem at all. Only thing, you have decided not to enjoy anything. Supposing you don't want to enjoy the food, you can put some quinine on your tongue and then say, I don't like the food. Something like that. It's absurd. So try to help me in this. Otherwise I'll give up this marriage business. I tell you. Because it doesn't give me any joy or pleasure. Even one person feels like that, I just don't understand. And for no rhyme and reason, you should not say no. First of all, you must look at yourself in the mirror. What are you? What is your education? What is your intellect? What do you expect from another person? How much money you have got? How much money the other person has got? Whatever you want to see, you can see for yourself to begin with. Then compare. But the greatest thing you have to think about how many vibrations you have. How much Sahaja Yoga the other one knows. You are marrying for your ascent. If the other person has vibrations much more than yours, then you should not unnecessarily boast of nonsensical, gross things. The person is much subtler. Make use of that. Whether it's a woman or a man, I don't say. But I just say that see for yourself, where are you? Especially for beginners who are beginning to take to Sahaja Yoga. It's better to marry some matured Sahaja Yogi so that they can ascend very well, much faster. And also if the other party is not so good, maybe, we have to work. We have to save that person. After all, they are not yet matured, but they are Sahaja Yogis. They want to do, so try to work it out in that way. I think you will understand the seriousness. This is the most important work that ever happened on this earth so far. Your marriages are very important, and you have seen the photographs where the gods themselves have blessed you. Because of my consent, because of my selection, they all were present in your marriage, and how they were giving you tributes and how they were putting flowers on the brides. You have seen the photographs. If you have not seen, I'll show you. But if you are not a seeker, and if you are not seeking your higher ascent, then you go into nonsensical things and nonsensical ideas. So better be careful not to do such a thing. Don't think too much of yourself. Another note of caution, that you see the way Indians pamper their son-in-laws. So don't get mad. Also they pamper their daughter-in-laws very much. It's done in India to create better relationships, because we don't have the balloon of ego so much here. But here, as soon as somebody pays attention to you, you go off. So better be careful. It's a custom here to look after the son-in-law, to look after the daughter-in-law. It's a custom. Now it is ingrained from ages. It doesn't mean that you are God or you are in some superlative condition. But it's just that is how they pamper. They look after the daughter-in-law or the son-in-law, normally. And you should not carry away ideas, which I must tell you, because it doesn't happen in the West. I have seen they don't care. Once that they are married, they are finished. It's not so. So please be careful when you are marrying Indians. You'll find the parents will quite pamper you, look after you. They'll call you to their house, do this, give you money, give you ornaments, all kinds of things they'll do. But still, one has to understand that it's just a custom and should not get pampered. On the contrary, should feel blissful about it. But when it is done, I have seen suddenly they go off. And they think no end of themselves. Their value system goes off. It's because so far we have had no education, no training about marriages. I'm sorry I have to say this in the presence of many Indians. But Indians also, you see, expect you to understand their customs sometimes too much. For example, yesterday the garlands were given. At the time when the garlands were given, you are not supposed to garland your son. But some of you took the garland, put it in your. It's regarded as absolutely unmannerly. But it is so. So when we are in India, we have to understand Indians, but when we are in the West, we have to understand the Western people. For example, in the West, you must go on saying thank you, thank you, thank you, sorry, 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 sorry. It is so confusing sometimes. But you have to go on shaking hands with so many people. I mean, I sometimes shake hands with 900 people at a time. And while they are going back again, 900 people. But I think Namaste is a better idea. See, to shake hands with every sort of a person you catch from everyone. But it's a custom. It's a custom. So we have to understand this is a custom, and which is not to be resented. It's not such a bad custom. There's nothing wrong in it. And maybe there is no logic. For example, garlanding yourself, there's little logic. You don't garland yourself, somebody else has to garland. And the ladies don't take garland on their, you see, because any man cannot garland the lady because it's the only husband has the right. See, so anyone won't garland. Or a son can garland the mother. But any man cannot garland any lady who is of a younger age or who is not yet married. And even if married, she has to be an old woman like me. Then it's all right. So these are customs very much ingrained, and it's based on logic that you cannot garland yourself and walk on the street. Even if the leaders here are garlanded, immediately they take out their garland, except for the gods. I mean, I can carry with my garland, but I also take it out. So these are few customs which must be understood, and there's nothing wrong in it, there's logic. Whatever is illogical, we can give up. Whatever is logical, we have to take it and understand it. So I'm just telling you that yesterday they all started laughing. Children also started laughing because they thought they are garlanding themselves. It's like doing arti to yourself, you know. Amounts to that. So you can understand why they were laughing. They didn't mean to hurt you in any way, but this is the system. Now, coming to Sahaja Yoga, yesterday was, left Vishuddhi was too much. Perhaps maybe in the morning I said you were all very late for the formal program. I don't know. Whatever I say has to be just listened to, that's all. Only thing is next time we should not be late in any formal program. But it seems such a left Vishuddhi was there that I got a lump here. And I just knew what it was. So mother says to you things which should not hurt you in any way, and you should not take it that seriously, but should understand that next time we should not do so. Otherwise you are all wonderful people, you are beautiful people. I love you, I adore you. Not only that, but I am very proud of you. I am extremely proud of you. But I have to tell you something sometimes. But if I tell you even wee bit, then if you get that upset, I don't know what should I do. So, not to take things that seriously. There's nothing so much wrong. In general, I have to tell you things which you should understand is for our good, for our enjoyment. Everything to increase your enjoyment. Even your ascent in Sahaja Yoga is to increase your enjoyment. Your sensitivity to joy, to increase it more and more, all this is done. आता आपल्या सहयोगांना सांगायचं म्हणजे असं आहे की ह्या मंडळींपासून आपल्याला पुस्तक
We'll offer a short recap. Before we offer the puja, we'll offer a short prayer. Shrimad ji, Parampita Parameshwar, we humbly request you to give us bliss and contentment in our hearts, in our beings. By your grace, may there be peace within us. May we feel the silence of our own spirit, of our connection with you, within ourselves. Kindly give us bliss so this whole world is blissful. Give us love, so much love that our heart expands to encompass this whole world, so that the whole world is one in love. All human beings are in that state where there's harmony and peace and love amongst all. Kindly give salvation to this humanity which is suffering. Kindly awaken in them the desire to know themselves. Kindly take us to your lotus feet and cleanse us with your love. Kindly make us those enlightened beings which spread your light wherever we go. So that darkness disappears. Light, which is your reflection, grows and makes this world a beautiful, joyful place, so that your kingdom comes on this earth, as has been promised. Kindly forgive us for our stupidities and our mistakes, our egos and our superegos. And kindly forgive those who have in any way tried to be egoistical or had tried to harm us in any way. May that understanding and that awareness that you're reflected in everyone, and that is the ultimate goal, is to become our spirit, so that we know you in reality within ourselves and are eternally at your lotus feet forever. Jai Shri Mataji. We will offer Sri Ganesha Tavshish. Om Namaste Ganapatiye Tvameva Pratyaksham Tattvamasi Tvameva Kevalam Kartasi Tvameva Kevalam Dhartasi Tvameva Kevalam Hartasi Tvameva Sarvam Khalvidam Brahmasi Tvam Sakshat Atma Sinityam Rutam Vachmi Satyam Vachmi Avtvamam Avaktaram Avshotaram Avdataram Avadhataram Avanuchanma Avshishyam Apaschatata Apurastata Avotratata Avdakshinatata Avchodharatata Avadharatata Sarvato Mam Pahi Pahi Samam Tata Tvam Vangmay Tvam Chinmaya Tvam Anandmay Tvam Brahmaya Tvam Satchit Ananda Dvityotasi Tvam Pratyaksham Brahmasi Tvam Gyanmayo Vigyanmayotsi Sarvam Jagdidam Tvato Jayate Sarvam Jagdidam Tvatishtahi Sarvam Jagdidam Tvailaimeshati Sarvam Jagdidam Tvaipratyeti Tvam Bhumi Apo Nalo Nilo Nabha Tvam Chatvari Vakpadani Tvam Gunatrayatitaha Tvam Deha Trayatitaha Tvam Kala Trayatitaha Tvam Muladhara Stitotsi Nityam Tvam Shakti Triyatmakaha Tvam Yogino Dhyanti Nityam Tvam Brahmas Tvam Vishnus Tvam Rudras Tvam Indras Tvam Agnis Tvam Vayus Tvam Suryas Tvam Chandramas Tvam Brahma Bhur Bhavasvarom Ganadim Purvamurchaya Varnadim Tadantaram Anusvaraha Partaraha Ardhendu Lasitam Tarinrutam Itattvamanusvarupam Kakara Purvarupam Akaro Madhyamarupam Anusvarya Shanterupam Bindu Rutrarupam Nada Sandanam Samhita Sandhihi Sheshaganesha Vidya Gankarishihi Nichid Gayatri Chandaha Ganapatir Devataha Om Gam Ganapate Namaha Ekadantai विद्महे वक्रतुण्डाय धीमहि तनोदन्ति प्रचोदयात् एकदन्तं चतुर्हस्तं पाशमङ्कुशधारिणं रदं च वर्दं हस्तेर्भ्रिमाणं मूषकध्वजं रक्तं लम्बोदरं शूर्पकर्णकं रक्तवाससं रक्तगन्धानो लिप्ताङ्गं रक्तपुष्पै सुपूजितं भक्तानुकम्पिनं देवं जगत्कारणम् अच्युतम् आविर्भूतं च शिष्टचादो प्रकृते पुरुषात् परम् एवं ध्यायन्ति यो नित्यं स योगी योगिनां वरः नमो व्रातपते नमो गणपते नमो प्रमथपतये नमस्ते अस्तु लंबोदराय एकदंताय विघ्ननाशिने श्री शिवसुताय श्री वरदमूर्तये नमो नमः साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति श्री माताजी श्री निर्मला देवै नमो नमः Shrimad Ji, Parampita Parmeshwar, it is our privilege to be able to worship you. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He maketh me to lie down in green pastures. He leadeth me beside the still waters. He restoreth my soul. He leadeth me in the path of righteousness for his name's sake. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Thou preparest a table before me in the presence of mine enemies. Thou anointest my head with oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy shall follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell in the house of the Lord forever. Thank you, Shivaji. We'll offer a few names of Shivaji. It's such a privilege to just worship her. For this awareness and everything else, Shivaji, it all comes from you. And for that, and for making us your children, we are grateful to you forever. Verily, you're the sacred mother who gives the highest knowledge, Brahma Vidya, to her children, to her devotees. Sri Mata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devai, Namo Namaha. With folded hands, we bow to you again and again. Verily, Shrimadji, you're the great Empress. This whole universe is your creation. We are your creation. Shri Maharagni, Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maharagni Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. And you always are the one who emerges for a divine purpose, as you so kindly came on this earth to raise our awareness, to know you. Shri Devakarya Samudhyatai. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Devakarya Samudhyatai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Verily, you're the one who's beyond family, caste, race, or measurable dimensionality. For you're the one who resides in the Sahasrara, which is our destination, our goal. Shri Akula. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Akulai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Shrimaji, you're the one who cuts the knot of illusion in the solar plexus that allows us, your devotees, to perceive the reality of body, mind, and lose the sense of limited I-ness. Shri Vishnu Granthi Vibhedani. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnu Granthi Vibhedani Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Shrimaji, verily, you're the queen of Lord Shiva. For you're Shri Bhavani. You're the mother of this universe. Shri Bhavani. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhavani Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who's fond of your devotees. Shri Bhakti Priya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhakti Priya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. For you're the one who can only be realized through devotion. Shri Bhakti Gamya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Bhakti Gamyaye Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who gives us the awareness of our chastity. Shri Sharmadaini. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sharmadaini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. Verily, you're the one who is unsupported because you're the support of the universe. Shri Niradhara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Niradharai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who's unstained by any limitations whatsoever. Shri Niranjana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Niranjanai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who's untouched by any karmas or dualism. For your Shri Nirlepa. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirlepai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. For you're the one whose purity herself and the Immaculate One. Shri Nirmala. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirmala Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who's absolutely without any fault. For you're the one with the faultless brilliance, Shri Nishkalanka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nishkalankai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who's eternal and eternity herself, Shri Nitya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nitya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. For you're the one who's without form, Shri Nirakara. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirakarai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who's never perturbed or ruffled. For you're Shri Nirakula. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirakulai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who's beyond the three gunas, the left, right, and the center, the sattva, rajas, and the tamas gunas. Shri Nirguna. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirguna Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti, Shri Mataji, Shri Nirmala Devai, Namo Namaha. For you're the one who's invisible and complete. Shri Nishkala. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nishkalai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. You're the one who's desireless because everything is from you. Shri Nishkama. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nishkamai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. And the last one, for you're the one who's the source of everything and you're indestructible. Shri Nirupaplava. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Nirupaplavai Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Shri Mataji Shri Nirmala Devai Namo Namaha. 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 Now we will offer Vishwavandita, singing the glory and the greatness of our mother, who is the Empress of this universe. After that, we'll have Aarti.
सर्वमङ्गल माङ्गल्ये शिवे सर्वार्थ साधिके शरण्ये त्र्यम्बके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। ब्रह्मरूपे सदानन्दे परमानन्द स्वरूपिणी रिद्धि सिद्धि प्रदे देवी नारायणी नमोस्तुते। शरणागत दीनार्त परित्राण सर्वपूजिता निर्मला माता विश्ववन्दिता निर्मला माता सर्वपूजिता निर्मला माता सगुणा निर्गुणा रिद्धि सिद्धि की दात्री है सौम्या सरला महामना पातांजलि गुण पात्री है
घट घट वासिनी आत्मा विकासिनी शुभदां वरदां नमो नमः
विश्ववन्दिता निर्मला माता सर्वपूजिता निर्मला माता ब्रह्मस्वरूपिणी योगनिरूपिणी
शुभदां वरदां नमो नमः
विश्ववन्दिता
निर्मला माता
सर्वपूजिता
निर्मला माता
निर्मला माता निर्मला माता
Can get ready for Aarti.
सबको दुआ देना माँ, सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जग में संकट कारण कितने दिए अवतार, माँ कितने दिए अवतार। विश्व में तेरी महिमा, विश्व में तेरी महिमा, तू गंगा यमुना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जो भी शरण में आया सुख ही मिला उसको, माँ सुख ही मिला उसको। बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, बैठ के दिल में ओ माँ, लौट के ना जाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। मानव में अवतर के कर दिया उजियाला, माँ कर दिया उजियाला। कलयुग में माया है, कलयुग में माया है, फिर भी पहचाना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। संकटनों की धरती है भारत माता, माँ है भारत माता। इस धरती पर आकर, इस धरती पर आकर, दुख से दूर करना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जब दिल में आए तब मधु संगीत सुन लो, माँ मधु संगीत सुन लो। हो सके जो सेवा, हो सके जो सेवा, हमसे करा लेना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। जय निर्मल माता जी, जय निर्मल माता जी, दिल में सदा रहना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना, माँ सबको दुआ देना। श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्षप्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। बोलो श्री भगवती माताजी श्री निर्मला देवी की जय।